now everybody says like, what's the tea? Like a straight man will come up to you and say, what's the tea? And I'm like, so what do you
I'm
know about that
shocked.
actually?
Yeah. Is the tea in the room with us now?
Impeccable timing, truly. Manic
Pixie
jump scare. Hosted by Quinn Murphy
and Becca Hobart.
Hi,
We're
we're
Quinn.
Quinn
And
and
we're
we're Becca.
Becca.
And welcome to Manic Pixie Jump Scare, a podcast where Becca and I talk openly about our shared delusions
Passions and
and
love
love
for
for
each
each
other.
other.
Just scrumptious to see you today, Quinn.
Yes, and guys, it's fun because Becca and I are actually on vacation together this
We
week.
are. We are at
Lava Spring Country Club.
it's true. Resort, even if you
Yeah,
will, if you
resort
will.
made famous by High School Musical 2.
Right. But yeah, we are in Arizona, moving my
Zach,
brother out back to
yeah,
Pennsylvania.
of
Um,
course.
yes, which needed to happen
Evan,
for a while.
and this
Evan,
is
thank
Evan
you.
right here. He's actually our live studio audience today.
He is
Um,
a creative, a passionate person, and more than ever, he is Trisha Paytas. Now more than ever, actually. But yeah. So this, and I'm at the pool where Miley Cyrus stood. If you see at the end of the movie, actually, you can catch that little Easter egg.
Cameo.
Yeah, but guys, we're so glad to be back again for another week. Um, coming to the end of May, which is crazy. Gemini season has just begun.
I
Quinn,
know.
how has that been affecting you? Actually, I'm curious to know.
Well, it's funny. I was gonna talk about this second, but my friend Kat was talking about it today. So one fun update with me that I was actually kind of nervous about is I actually had my first private voice lesson in 4 years today.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh
it's so
my
true.
god. Wow. Okay, and it went well.
Yes, it went well. It's with my old voice teacher who I used to study with in high school. Ran into my mom at the gym, real hometown vibes,
Oh my
and
god, lovely.
she was like, my mom was like, "Oh, would you have like room for Quinn?" And like my voice teacher was like, "Oh my gosh, yes, I would love that." And so yeah,
Oh,
we met
sweet.
today, and it was really fun. It was nice to get back in the saddle a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because guys, vocal like a vocal practice is like such a real thing, and
Oh, yes. As someone
it's
who took one voice class once, totally get what you're saying, and I totally
it's
relate to
so
you.
no, it's so important. Like, and I just like I talked about this a couple weeks ago, but I just took for granted in high school, especially how like robust my voice practice actually was, and
Mm-hmm.
like I was like. I'd always wonder in high school like why I could go and like use my voice however which way I wanted and like yell and scream and like never lose my voice. And it's because bitch, she was solid iron by that point. Like
Oh my gosh, she was bulked
like
up.
yeah, like I would never lose my voice. I would never be scratched. Like nothing like that would ever happen to me in high school. And like now I'm just like if I talk for like too long, I'm like
Ow.
but
Ow.
yeah, so it was really fun. Definitely have some work to
Lovely.
do, but
Okay.
yeah, it's nice. And I was like worried. My voice teacher was like so welcoming and accommodating. And
Oh, good.
yeah, it felt good.
Aw.
And you said, yeah. So anyway, I was talking to my friend Kat. This is what I wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
My friend
Mm-hmm.
Kat, who is very into astrology, she
Yeah.
amateur astrologist, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you having a voice lesson so early in Gemini season. Gemini, of course, being the sign that rules the lungs, apparently, which I didn't know about.
Mm-hmm. And talking.
Um,
The true.
and she was like, "Oh my God, you're gonna tear," and then I was like, "I kind of did."
Slay. So
Slay,
wait,
she said apprehensively.
slay. So wait, does she think that like you're gonna keep is this gonna progress throughout Gemini season? Like, is this a sign for something?
Oh, being like a good, I
Like
don't know,
an
maybe
omen?
it's a good time to like foster my practice, I guess.
Okay. Cool.
So, but
That's
yeah,
good news.
Kat's
Okay.
very like every time Kat and I have a conversation, she's bringing astrology into it. Like,
Of course, yeah. I know this.
yeah, it's like it's her thing she's into. I'm gonna be working front of house at Kat's Astrological Enterprises.
Right. I'll work back of house. That's fine.
Yeah,
I'll be the line
Becca's
cook.
Becca's gonna be our accountant.
No big deal. I'm like, yeah, the money is gone, and I don't know where it went.
I don't know where the money went.
I don't know what was that.
Becca zooming in from Lava Springs Country Club.
I don't know where the money is, guys.
I don't know where the money went. Where the money reside.
Where the money reside.
So yeah, that was like a fun part of my day. And it's one of those things where it's like I was so worried about it and then it ended just not being a thing. And like
don't you love that? And you're like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm the silliest girl alive.
I'm the silliest
I'm so
girl
silly.
alive. But it's also nice because it's like if you're nervous about something, it just means you care about it. Like
very
a little
true.
bit. Maybe a little too much, but you know, you can figure that out later. But it's like, you know, it just means I care and I want to be good and I like want to show that somebody I want to show somebody I respect that I still have talent. And she thought that. So.
And you did prove that. So good.
Yeah.
Okay. Lovely.
Wow. Another thing I wanted to bring to the table.
Yeah.
Becca, of course. What did Becca ask me immediately upon knowing that I started at my new job? Is there anyone cute that works there?
Yeah, so important.
And we need like a German word for when you're like in an enclosed space and like you only have a certain amount of options, so you just need to like pick one, right? Like because that's how I feel about the crush. Because like there was one person I met this weekend who works at my job, and I was like, okay, kind of crushable. Like I was cutie patootie a little bit, but then I was like, are they really cute, or am I just like, is it just because I work with them and I want to have something to do at work other than my job? Because what is work about other than finding something to do other than your job to distract you from your job?
That literally is called Stockholm syndrome. Like in a way.
I have an motion sickness. Are you describing Stockholm syndrome on the
We
podcast?
need a German word. Babe, it's Swedish, but close enough.
Still NATO aligned, baby.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes. Well, like, I don't know.
Curls falling out.
But yeah. Oh.
I'll fix her. It's fine.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going. You're fine.
But yeah. So yeah, I do have like a little bit of like a work crush, but like I don't know, not even.
Okay. And have like, so like, is this crush like a crush like me? Like, have you talked to this person, or is it just like I
have talked to them. I have talked to them,
good.
so it's not quite a Becca crush, unfortunately.
Sure,
we've advanced past that point.
Okay.
And I hate to admit that, but
yeah.
I have, but it's fun. I don't want to give like too much details because it's like not that guys, not that literally anyone
would ever listen to it. Yeah,
like it's going to like 4 people.
Who
none of whom Becca and I know personally. We're just like, oh, these are nice people we met through the internet.
We love you guys.
And we love you guys. We love you guys more than anything, really.
Literally.
But yeah, well, it was funny because Becca, what did I text you early in the day? But that I was like, you were like, I texted Becca, no one cute at my work, and then perhaps the Caitlyn Jenner meme of her saying 9/11. I forget what meme I sent you.
I think you said, wait, let me pull up the evidence.
The receipts, even.
The evidence. Sorry, I went past Whitney. Oh, Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's when Whoopi Goldberg says okay after Meghan McCain said I would let them stick an iPod Nano in my shoulder if it meant I could get drunk at Caesar's Palace again.
Did I ever tell you about when this old lady at work was like, you look just like that woman on TV, and then she Googled Meghan McCain. And I was like, okay.
I kind of see it. She like
No,
I
I
can
know.
with your
Blonde
blonde
hair,
hair,
my
with your
round
if you had any other
face.
color hair, it'd be like, what are you talking about even? But
Right.
because you're a blonde right now and
My
you're having so much
blondie.
fun,
Yes, exactly.
um, but yeah,
Keep
but I
talking. I'm
sent
gonna put my
Becca,
curl in.
yeah, I
Okay.
sent Becca like, I was like, oh, cute person at my work. And then I sent Becca this whole thing about being like, well, do I actually think they're cute, or is it just like, am I just working with what I got at this point? And then I was like, they're also like aggressively straight, I feel. And then I was presented with some evidence to the contrary.
OMG.
And I was like, wait. And I think that kind of brought me back into the fold where now I was like, okay, well,
This could be something, maybe.
yeah, he's got something special. He's got
He's got
something
something
special.
special. I sang that song to myself today.
Really?
Oh my God.
I
The
think we sang it on the podcast
universe.
last week, maybe.
Really?
I've definitely
It's
been
just on
singing it
our mind.
recently. Yeah.
It's on our shared mind.
Becca and I are looking for love. We're opening ourselves up to it. And
He's got something special. It's so true.
yeah, so that was what I was like, because now I'm like, do I have to have a crush at work? And it's kind of like, well, yeah, I do actually.
You definitely do.
My first job, I couldn't have a crush because I was so scorned after having just broken up with someone.
Right.
I had crushes throughout my second job, at the tour guides. And now, you know, but I also have a
It's
whole other job this summer
time.
where I can find a work cutie as well. So maybe it'll be
Oh my
like,
God. Quinn.
it'll
A
have to be like a
camp,
bracket.
like, oh my God. That is the most romantic thing ever. Like, I don't know, counselors dating each other. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God. It's actually there's some crazy fanfics about it I can send you
Oh my God.
so you can
I have to
study
prepare.
up.
I
Yeah.
I have to tap into some serious acting skills. Uh,
Exactly. So true.
wait, so can I ask you,
What?
have we talked about like height preference on here before?
I don't
I feel like
believe
we
so.
definitely have. But anyway,
So, but I know that you like short guys.
I kind of am like, I feel like I'm just very much like, I don't really have a type, if that makes sense. Like I'm just like
Okay.
very much like, maybe it's just being desperate, but like I don't know, a lot of different kinds of people are
Mm.
attractive to me. Um,
Well,
but
that's good.
I do love, I'm partial to a short king. They're so cute. Like, let me get that for you, bae. Like,
Aw, little cutie.
because my ex-boyfriend was famously 5'6".
So small.
Yes, especially compared to
Yeah.
me, giant person.
You're just so tall.
I
Like you're
know.
so
Yeah. I was
tall.
famously like 8 inches taller.
Oh my
8, 9 inches
God.
taller.
That's so
Um,
fun though.
yeah. Do you have any kind of like preferences and stuff?
I guess for like women, like same height as me
Mm-hmm.
kind of vibe, like not too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But in men, I definitely do prefer well, I definitely
For four. Por
por
favor, ay,
favor,
por
taller
favor.
man. Por favor, por favor, taller man.
Mm.
Yeah, I like taller guys.
Mm.
I think like I just need to feel so like baby.
Little.
I'm so baby girl.
So little.
So
No, but
little.
there is, as a tall person as well, there is that dichotomy of like, if I meet somebody who's taller than me, it is like like it's like a weird feeling.
Is it freeing?
Yeah, a little bit. And like if I'm like, it is a little bit like, did you hear my heart skip a beat? Like I was
Right,
like,
right.
I just start thinking
Eh,
things. Like I'm just like,
right. Oh my
what could they do to
God.
me?
Oh, in a fun way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. But so yeah, I do have a little bit of a Stockholm syndrome already developing. Second week on the
Okay.
job,
It's exciting.
I guess is what it
Let it
diagnosed me
be.
with. Let it be, guys. You know what? No,
Just let your
honestly,
feelings
it's chase a
fly.
bag summer, and if a romance comes out of that, a romance comes out of it, and
Mm-hmm.
we can't honestly control things. So,
Yeah, so it is. And
mhm.
just so it is.
But that's basically what's going on with me this week. Becca,
Oh,
though, I know you're on vacation. I wouldn't want to bother you with such a tedious question,
yeah.
but like, also, what have you been up to?
No, I get it. I get it. I'll return the favor. So yes. I have been, again, everyone's gonna be, don't act shocked. I've been
They're next
working.
shop.
Don't act
I've been
shocked. I've been
working.
working. The income has been coming in. It's true. Oh, girl, last week it was actually crazy because I had double payday where I got Ulta, school, I got dog sitting money from someone,
Oh,
and I also got my tax return.
that's true. That's quadruple. That's quadruple actually.
I was like, today is crazy. So,
All this money on me. We don't need a thing.
It was so payday. Like Doja Cat was clapping somewhere
Yeah,
across the
literally.
room. So that was really exciting for me. But speaking of job, guys, there has been a shift at the Ultra Beauty. And listen, something about someone that you're not super chill with being the boss of you,
Oof.
I don't like that feeling.
Yeah, no.
Um, and so I'm just, I don't know. I'm kind of in my like, I don't know why this happens, but I can never stay at a job longer than a year. No matter how good it started off.
You need you some change.
Yeah, I love to change. And so I'm like definitely looking for a job on a golf course, which is
Really?
partly why I am at Lava Springs.
Yeah, she's putting in her application. They invited her out. They flew her out.
They flew her out, all expenses paid for. But I am interested in being a bev cart girl because I want to be
Ooh.
outside. I want to like just flirt with people for my job, and
Mm-hmm.
I want to meet like
And you would be so different from anything anyone at the country club has ever seen.
they're gonna be shocked.
They're gonna be shocked. They're gonna be like, "Oh, so they're
So
just
they're
hiring
they're just hiring
anyone these
anyone
days." And you're gonna
nowadays.
be like, "Well, actually, I'm gonna win you over now with my killer personality
Right. And
and
then they're
my
gonna be like,
crazy
oh my God.
ass."
Exactly. And then they're gonna be like, okay, I'll pay you $50 actually.
Literally.
So that's how that will go. So everyone will just manifest that for me.
We're manifesting. We're manifesting new jobs for Becca.
Yes, thank you. Just to diversify. And yeah, and school is coming to an end. It's actually so sad. Tomorrow I mean tonight I baked some cookies for some of the teachers that I've been seeing a lot. So I'm just gonna be like,
Wait,
here's a
really?
cookie. Yeah,
That's so
I did it.
cute.
Yeah. Nanny's recipe. Nanny's
Do you have
recipe
work
is
tomorrow?
I do work at the school tomorrow for I think the
Mm.
last time. It's like sad,
It is
like
really late in the school year, isn't it?
yeah, and they just have finals next week, so they don't need me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy.
They're like, let those
Um,
kids cheat. We can't pay her anymore.
exactly. Literally.
Let them
Just stand in a room.
cheat.
Let them cheat.
Let
Let
them
them cheat.
speak. Let them speak.
Let them
Do you know what
speak.
I'm talking about?
Yes.
There was just a whole that just had a whole renaissance because somebody tweeted out about, have you ever watched Drag Race? How familiar are you with Drag Race as a television show?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
It is kind of crazy to me whenever I think about the fact that you don't watch Drag Race.
Yeah. I know. It's just one of those things I just got to sit down and do.
Yeah, because it is like everything. You would love everything about it. Like
No, and I
it's
know
loud
that.
noises, bright colors, pretty people,
Yes.
makeup. Like
Exactly. And I
anyway,
watched so much of it on Twitter, actually.
yeah. But anyway, so do you know about the pit crew? They have like hot men just like walking around and like doing like
Yeah.
being props basically.
Yeah.
And so
To me, that's okay.
yeah, but somebody was like tweeted out being like, "Oh my God, these poor men, all they do is like walk around. Can we just like let them speak once?" And like everybody was just like, everybody just the whole like Drag Race fan community just came together to be like, "Oh my God, what a fucking loser."
Idiot.
And it's
Let
like,
them speak.
I don't know, because it is also like, I feel like the part of the joke of like the let them speak thing was like, yeah, it is like a whole like thing. Like when people are working in areas where they're like using their body to make money or like to look good or something, like we read that as exploitation, and sometimes it is, and like very validly we like read it as exploitation, but sometimes
Hmm.
people are just like having fun.
Yeah.
And sometimes people just like what they do. Like sometimes people just like to make money off like their bodies and stuff. Like,
Right. And
and
just be silly goofy.
that can be a thing that's okay.
Yeah.
And it's like they can find it fulfilling, and like, cause it's just like a thing of like, it's like a thing we can't like paint with broad strokes, being like, oh my god, anybody who's like being bandied about on a reality show because they have a six
Guys,
pack.
not everyone wants to speak. Like,
Literally,
let them bimbo.
let them bimbo. Let them
Let
be a
them
bimbo.
bimbo.
No, just so last week we had Feminine Rage. We came out in support of bimboism. We are huge fans of.
Oh my God. Since birth.
I need to
Who
let people be
birthed me?
dumb. Yeah, I
But a bimbo.
Jewel.
Yeah. Proud.
Bimbo celebratory.
Bimbo.
But yeah, guys, we just need to let people be. We need to let people be dumb in peace. How would
So true.
how would people know I'm smart if there weren't dumb people out there?
And that is a perfect segue into me being a dummy. My last update for you is that, and Quinn knows this already because I tweeted about it. Guys, I almost lost my mouth last week because, listen, I have been doing at-home white strips whitening treatment.
Oh my god, this was insane. I didn't know what you were talking about for a second.
Okay.
Becca, this was so scary to me.
This is so scary. Guess what? You're fucking scared. I'm fucking scared because my teeth almost fell out. Guys, you're supposed to. So it's like this. It's just like a crust box that I got from work. And little do you guys know that actually, if you're ever gonna get a whitening treatment at a dentist, don't do it because it's literally the same stuff they have as what comes in these boxes. So just do it at home. So I did, but the danger of it is that you're only supposed to leave them in for 1 hour, these strips, and then you use like a light on it for 5 minutes. And so I put them in the one night. It was my 3rd day doing it, and you're supposed to do it for 30 days. So I was like, perfect. You know, and then I actually did drift to sleep. And of course it was my day off the next day, so I slept for none other than 9 hours. And I woke up. Oh, I was acting shocked. I was so shocked.
I don't know how you didn't wake up. I don't know how.
Well, do you know this about me, that I sleep completely still and nothing can wake me up, really?
Really?
I sleep so still.
Did they hurt? Because I just, when I've done like 2 whitening treatments, and honestly, I've never had tooth pain except for when I've done them. Like,
so the strips were fine, but okay, when I actually took them off, yeah, my teeth were, oh my God, they were so sensitive.
yeah.
The cold, because the first thing that happened was the cold air hit them, and I literally had full body shivers. The rust on this mouth, girl.
No rust, nothing to stop it.
Yeah, so I'm still in a recovery period. I was able to eat and drink, but my teeth so white.
You said it
like,
kind of did the job. No, because I've heard of people doing. I heard somebody on a podcast be like, "My secret for whitening: keep your white strips in overnight while you sleep."
That's crazy. I could not do that more than once a year. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I like they did work, but I got such bad like tooth pain from them. I just get like shooting pains in my teeth.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No, when I use them correctly, like it's fine. It's just this time went too far.
Oh,
but I have learned my lesson.
I have learned.
Maybe do them in the morning or something. My God. My God. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you survived that. I'm glad you still have your teeth.
Thank you. Yeah. My shiny teeth and me.
I'm bilingual talking money conversations. That song's in my head.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like people don't talk about that song enough.
All of Planet Her.
All of Planet Her we need to discuss more. There needs to be more academic discourse. I don't do drugs.
You know what? We really don't talk enough. What's it called? We Just Love to Dream.
That is a very you song.
Dream. Like, oh my God.
That's extremely you.
Wow. I'm gonna put that in the queue.
It's just for whenever I'm listening to music next.
Whenever the music starts, yeah. Quinn, any other updates from you though?
I don't think so at this moment.
Wow. All right. So think we caught up.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're gonna take a
Yeah.
short break.
Go
I've
to
never
a
said that
break.
sentence
Oh
before.
God. Becca, wait. Okay, once more with feeling.
Okay, guys, we're gonna go take a break. It's true. And then we'll be back to talk about our main topic today.
Wow. Guys, I'm scared. Just relaxing.
Me
Not
too.
even a
Except I'm
little.
a mermaid.
Yeah, not the Little Mermaid though.
No, big.
Huge.
Huge. Huge freaking mermaid.
Oh my God. Have you ever seen the
Yeah.
publicity skit where she's just like, what'd she say? I'm like a dolphin and I'm just swimming it off. And then the other Liz goes, yeah, well, all I see is a big fat whale.
Yeah. Oh my
She
God.
like runs off and is like crying.
Dude, the Lizzes. Miss them.
There's a whole there's like an
It's
hour
basically
long
Lola
video of
Scumpy.
all. Yeah, literally. She was Lola Scumpy 1.0.
Mm-hmm.
Um she there's like a whole hour long video of every publicity they ever did. I've been meaning to watch it.
I definitely got talk about add to the queue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
They need
YouTube
to do
queue.
an add to the queue thing on YouTube so badly.
I know. I just had that thought last night.
I have
And
it at least once a month.
I just wanted to listen to Say Yes to Heaven in order, but I didn't want to do it on Spotify for some reason because I was high. I was
You said
confused.
I can't be doing all this.
Can't be doing all
But
this.
no, I'm just like, oh, I want to watch this video. What if it just played right after this one I'm watching right now? It would
Exactly.
only benefit them because then it means people are spending more time on the platform.
Exactly.
Anyway,
We should make
YouTube
some
hire me.
calls. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so guys,
Mm-mm.
we're back. We're back a little early this season because I just Becca and I are announcing a break, company-wide break next week.
What?
Yeah, there will still be an episode, don't worry. It just won't be Becca and I at the helm of it. We're going away on a professional retreat.
Not a lava spring, something different, guys.
So we're doing a little professional retreat and we are working on our 1 year anniversary episode next week. But we have two capable hosts coming in to take the wheel from us, and we feel really confident in these people, and we think you guys are gonna love them. And
They're
let's just say you
nice.
might already know some of them
Know
if you're a
them.
true MPJ fan.
It's true.
Yeah, so that's just look forward to next week. But before we left you and before we got into like our anniversary bonanza, we were like, oh, we have to make sure that we get ahead of the summertime and we have our ins and outs in for the summer.
Of
So
course.
Becca and I being paragons of style, culture, fashion,
Etka.
bacon, bacon, bacon.
Bacon.
We are
Yeah.
giving you our ins and outs as we do contractually every season. And I think we've done a really good job so far.
Oh yeah.
My one friend just broke up with someone today, a gay man, and I was like, see, this is exactly why I said gay men were out last season. And guess what? They haven't come back in yet.
You were right.
You guys are still on probation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And my work crush is gay and he didn't decide to kiss me in the first 2 hours. That's why gay people are out as well.
Literally rude, not nice, and unkind.
Exactly. Violent even.
If I dare to say
And
it.
so Becca, let's just cut right to it. It's your first in, babe.
Well, thank you so much. This is a nice little, I don't know, it's just a nice little thing. My first in for the summer is actually the physical object and the concept of strawberries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so summertime. Like, oh my God, what a
Yeah.
great snack. What a great thing to conceptualize an outfit on.
Uh-huh.
Red and green and cream. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah. While spring is like flowers and stuff, like I think that the summer is just the strawberry. So guys, like go, oh my God, to go strawberry picking.
The summer is the fruits.
Yes.
Spring is
yes.
flowers, summer is fruits, which is why Pride Month is coming up. Becca and I are proud to announce
we have created our own fruit from GMOs called Manic.
CRISPR technology.
It's bright blue.
Yes.
It's the physical version of blue raspberry, actually.
It's long like a banana.
It's all like a
It's
banana.
long like a banana, but thick like a blueberry.
Yeah. Thick, like it is Veruca. What's her name? No,
Violet
not
Beauregard.
yeah, of course.
Violet, you're turning violet.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so I love strawberries and I hope I eat them for days to come.
Well, it is funny because you said this and Drag Race, which we just talked about in the last segment, they had a challenge this week and the runway was Fruity Patootie. And I was like, why didn't anybody do Violet Beauregard?
Oh my God, literally.
Because Violet Beauregard, especially when she has like the blush, like the blue, like
It's
spreading across
so
her
cute,
face,
like right
so
here.
cunty, so
I love it.
cunty. Let's talk about
And
it.
that blonde bob.
That fuck ass Bob.
Fuck ass
No, Willy Wonka
bob.
didn't like you because you had that fuck ass Bob.
So true.
Ugh.
But yeah, so what a cute thing to start on.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn, I'm Durnin Nur. What's your first in for the summer?
My first thing for the summer is what do people like to do in the summer but sunbathe and, lay out? We're posting this on Memorial Day weekend. And so, guys, I would hate for you to forget about our first in, which is tummy time.
Wait, what?
Tummy time.
Tummy time?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say sunscreen.
No, 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 no. You don't need that.
Okay, perfect.
Tummy time is when you lay on your tummy so your back can,
Yeah, of
you
course.
know, get
Oh,
tan.
lovely. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's something we can't forget about.
Yeah. And me and my friend Bridget are always like, is it tummy time? It's tummy time. And so it's also really important for babies developmentally because it's how they learn to like support their necks and stuff
Right,
when
and
they
crawl
like play
eventually.
and
Yeah.
crawl. Yeah. So it's important developmentally. It's also important to you throughout your entire life. And so it's like, what can even be? And all the babies born in spring, they're learning to crawl now and learning to be like little rascals and stuff. And so,
Yeah, totally.
hey guys, tummy time.
Tummy time, huge for them.
And it's also like a time, like there's been a lot of discussion about summer bodies and Becca and I are believers in everybody's a summer body. And so girl, if you're bringing your tummy to the beach, it's tummy time, babe. Like, it's time to show it off. I want to see
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
I might want to grab onto it,
Who
take a
knows?
little ride.
Why not?
Literally.
No, I think you've identified a crucial point in being outside.
Yeah.
That is revolving yourself around the sun.
Yes, exactly. Much like the planets do, the planet that we live on does.
We
And
we ourselves are celestial bodies. And tummy time is the biggest indicator of that.
literally, because we're flipping and it's like, oh, I'm being pulled into the crust. The gravity is affecting me. And like,
Yeah,
yeah.
my roots within Earth. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Crocodile pose, Sphinx pose, those are all tummy time kind of poses. Even if you want to do like a puppy pose, if you wanted to bring this into a yoga practice. And so yeah, tummy time is really important. Get those backs, mama. Exactly. I guess you could use sunscreen if you wanted to. But Becca, what in the hell else do you got for me?
OMG. Okay. So my second in, this is also kind of like this is just like aesthetic vibe, right? And so many other things. Number 2 for me is gonna be cunty cowgirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a permanent for me, I gotta say.
No, literally, because like I am more and more, I am just like OMG, these Western vibes.
OMG.
OMG.
There's a place near me. It's over the line in New Jersey, but it's called Cowtown. And it's all like Western apparel.
Obsessed with that already, actually.
I always want to stop by because it's on the way to my friend's beach house that I go to. And I always pass it and I'm like, I have to stop by there one time and see what they have for me.
Something I do love about Pennsylvania, and it is also something that at one time I did hate about Pennsylvania, is like some people from Pennsylvania truly believe that this is the South. And that they live in the South.
Yeah.
And that they're country vibes.
Pennsylvania babes.
Yeah, and so that's kind of like so interesting to have that option there. I went to a rodeo I think 10 years ago. I think I might go back.
The rodeo is right across the street from the Western
The
place.
Labyrinth Springs.
I've never
Oh.
been to a rodeo.
You haven't?
No.
It's actually kind of good fun.
Like when I work that, twerk that, sir that, when I ride it like a rodeo.
Exactly. And I'm gonna bring that song to present, do a show and tell there.
I did see
Yeah.
someone randomly. So my work shares like a parking lot with an antique mall. And I think those were people that worked at the antique mall. And I look over and one of them just had a bullwhip.
Ooh, okay.
Like a long whip, and it was like whoosh.
Just holding it?
Yeah.
Nice. You never know. That's cunty.
Cunt,
For sure.
cunt.
Yeah, but
And
so
what are people wearing to the Renaissance tour of a cunty cowgirl?
yes, so true. But yeah, so I'm channeling Beyonce. I am channeling Shania Twain in some ways. I am most certainly channeling Dolly Parton all the time. And I got my cowgirl boots on. That is one thing for sure.
Was that you with the cowboy blues?
Singing that down. Yeah?
That's not the same song we were singing. I don't believe it.
Thank
No.
you. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right. Well, with that out of the hallway, Quinn, hey, what's number 2 for you?
Number 2 for me is something Becca and I, as theater artists, are very familiar with. And I'm glad to be bringing this to the public. But it's props, guys.
Yes.
I think we need to be using props more. I think we need to have visual aids more.
Oh my God, I'm so with you.
And I have so much. You guys see me. I'm constantly fiddling with something on the podcast. I have all these little things. And, now we're using props thing. Yeah, Becca and I both have fans, which you can kind of see, kind of not.
Yeah.
Because we're using the virtual background feature. But yeah, guys, we just need to start using our God-given gifts, and God created props for a reason. God created our hands to hold things and our hands to make other things to hold.
And her money to buy things.
And money to buy things. And that is what we need to start respecting about our culture, is how to consume.
Deeply and all the time.
How to make. And yeah, so you just need a prop. You just need a prop at all times. Because a lot of you are going to be giving like presentations at your job. If you have one of those, if you're one of the people who chooses to live your life like that. Right. And it's great to have like a visual aid to be like, okay, so like imagine if you're like, it's corporate, you're very much just like, humdrum, and you just need something to spice it up. You get you a little fan and say, okay, guys, well, it's a little balmy today in the building. And so I'm using this. And then you could use it to be like, actually, it's my pointer for today. So like sales will increase by this much %. And do you see me circling the 12.5% with my fan? And does that not make you believe more in the goals?
In the 12.5. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I did. I know I did. Yeah.
And that's because Becca understands props.
And the importance of them. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And so we have this season to really transition into a more props-based society. And there are some people leading the charge. Miss Katie Porter, in the House of Representatives with her whiteboard, famous prop user.
Yes, and so useful.
Yeah, and she knows. She's like, I'm gonna lay it out like this.
Yeah, here I go.
Once that whiteboard comes out, people are sweating.
Yeah. And now this is already recording
and throwing up.
Yeah.
On themselves, and so yeah.
In court.
But
I think people also should be bringing their dogs as props more places this summer.
Oh, 1,000%. And what did we talk about in the first half? But objectification and
yeah.
And there are ethical ways to use living beings as props.
Exactly.
A little
Let your dog's bimbo.
in a purse. Yeah, literally.
Teddy
your dog
and my
wants to be
mom's
close
shirt.
to you.
Yeah, exactly. Especially Teddy.
And even things sometimes you don't think about as props. Like I'm famous for like I love having a coffee cup in my hand.
Right.
Like that's my prop. It just makes me feel like something about it makes me feel more complete. Like it makes me feel like I'm actually doing my job if I have a coffee cup in my hand.
Literally productive. Caffeine is coursing through my fingertips.
Literally. So yeah, everybody should be using props at all times this season.
Love that, Quinn.
But Becca, What else is on your ins list?
So I have been trying to bring this back for a while, and I have been able to successfully interweave it into my life for about a week now. So it's official. It's totally in. And that is saying the word cowabunga. Oh my God. I've been saying it to customers. Just going, oh, cowabunga. It's hilarious. It's such a good, effective word. There's no other word like it.
Oh my God.
There's no other word that sounds like it, even
Truly
a
no other
little.
word that sounds like it. And I think you're right about saying that.
And it does shock people in a really fun way because they're like, oh wow, what
And you're
a
like, don't
weird.
act shocked.
Don't act shocked. Just cowabunga. All right?
Just cowabunga.
Just cowabunga, dude. And it's also hilarious when you convince someone else to start saying cowabunga, and then you two get to hear each other say cowabunga to other people, and that is like the best part of it all, because you get to just enjoy so much in the cowabunga, and that is truly what cowabunga is all about.
No,
Cowabunga.
because I know I'm gonna start saying this to people now. I know
Exactly.
I'm gonna start saying cowabunga to people.
Exactly. Like, and I have said slay a little less because been saying cowabunga. So that is so helpful because I say slay too much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But and Becca and I do have a certain effect where our language spreads.
Like wildfire.
We
It's
really noticed it in
crazy.
college. Like we would really be starting phrases with people. Like we would start saying things and people would start copying
Yeah.
them.
It's so easy.
I'm famous for saying work. Like work is like my okay. Like I've gotten rid of okay in my vocabulary and I say work to everything.
Yeah.
I'm
And
like,
it's
oh,
so
work.
great.
And
Mhm.
and I remember like Katie Collins was like the first person who was like, oh, work. I feel like she started saying it as a joke and then like it just started actually saying it.
And then everyone starts saying it.
Yeah,
It's
and then
true.
everyone was like work, 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 work. It sounded like a damn Rihanna song when our
Woo,
friend group would link
woo.
up.
So true. So
But
true.
cowabunga, my dudes.
Cowabunga, dude.
Cowabunga.
Exactly.
Say cowabunga while you're observing tummy time.
Nothing better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing better than that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
So,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
well, cowabunga. All right, Quinn. What is your next in? Dainanu.
My next in is something that might seem a little antithetical to my current line of work because you don't
Okay.
do this with wine. But this summer, guys, we're drinking through a straw.
Oh, thank you.
We're drinking through
Thank
a straw. The
you.
whole straw craze has died down. Try not to use plastic straws whenever you can.
Right.
Um, but if you have a little, guys, buy a little. I'm gonna show you something I have right now. A prop I have off camera.
A reusable silicone
A
straw, I
bamboo
bet.
straw.
Oh,
Yeah,
slay.
yeah. You
A
can't quite see
bamboo.
it.
That's awesome.
Can't quite see it, but I have a bamboo straw. Yeah, it's right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can bring it
Um,
everywhere. There's no
literally, you can.
excuses.
You can like, and yeah. But I used to not be somebody who liked drinking through straws because there's this whole thing of like you drink your drinks slower if you don't have a straw.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm into drinking my drinks fast now, and we just gotta have a little straw to help us in that.
Just down the hatch, babe.
Yeah, and there's something
Yeah.
cunty about having a little straw. Like it's just like that's just how you're meant to enjoy it a little bit,
Yeah. Absolutely.
especially in the summertime.
Oh my God, because you have to rehydrate so quickly because so much is being soaked out.
Literally, you're on your tummy, and
You're on your tummy
everything,
fucking sweating.
every part of your liquid is being what's it called? Evaporated out of your body.
Evaporated out of
Mm-hmm,
you.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yes, most certainly.
Um, but yeah, guys, we're so into straws. Those flavored water girlies on TikTok really put me back into it because I was like they're having a glamorous time drinking out their straw.
I would love to live their lives
I
and have their
know.
brains.
I know.
Wake up,
Love her.
make
You know
water.
who is also famous for using a straw? That one British woman we love to who drinks all that alcohol.
Oh yeah, she
Or
does.
she's Irish.
Let's try.
Let's try. And she was the first person I saw do the thing where it's like you like shift it
Right, and you get
around.
it.
You like
Yeah.
and to get all the liquid.
Oh, she's crazy for that. She drinks so intensely.
I know.
Love her.
Love her
really
so
love
much.
her.
That's my countryman. That's my countryman. Paul
No,
Mescal, who? That's my countryman.
exactly. Her.
Ugh. Oh my God, Becca, we're already to your final in for
Wow.
this season. And I would love to hear that right now.
So exciting. Okay, so my last one, and this kind of goes with my number two, but just more general cowgirl, and that is, guys, on repeat, debut Taylor Swift. Specifically our song, Mary's song, um, just true hits. Tim
Because
McGraw.
you had to say Mary. So I did listen to Tim McGraw today. Yeah, first song in the discography. Yeah, yeah.
There you
And
go.
never forget that. Maggie Rogers is Tim McGraw. Yeah, that's another thing you gotta get it yourself into.
So true.
Mary's song, more people need to know it. I was actually so heartened when we were at Swifty Karaoke and I did Mary's song. Guys, the
And
whole
everyone
room
knew
knew it.
it.
Whole room knew
Yeah.
it.
All 10 people.
All,
Yeah. They stood
yeah.
up and
Whole
they sang.
congregation knew it.
Why not? Congregation a
Yeah.
cult.
Debut, that was such of course it's the homophobic version of
Picture to Burn. I miss
Picture to
her.
Burn.
Get her back on Spotify.
Um Coming with the Rain. Wait, now I gotta pull up Zay Boots. Or no, Coming with the Rain isn't, is that Fearless?
Oh my God. You caught me at the wrong time.
I think Coming with the Rain is on Fearless. Stay Beautiful. Let's talk about that. Invisible in the middle of the night when I'm in this dream, it's like a million little stars. And of course, there's teardrops on my guitar.
Of course. Should have said no.
You know, there's a reason people were watching her after this album.
Yes, exactly.
Because she was about to give, as no one had ever given before.
She was on a mission to give. It's so true.
She was on a mission to have a well yes off with everybody else in human history.
Well, y'all. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So I urge you all to go listen to that in your cowboy boots and really get into it. Curl your hair like me too. Come on. Quinn, can't believe we're already at your last in, the official last in of our summer ends list. What's it gonna be?
It's such an important one. It's something Becca and I have talked about before, and it's something I even brought to my coworkers this weekend. Okay. I was like, guys, we need to bring this back. Everybody was a chorus of agreement. A chorus of complete agreement, actually. And so I know I'm not the only one, much like Sam Smith once was not the only one either.
Yes.
And that is, guys, we need to bring bartering back.
Yes.
We cannot rely. The U.S. is about to default on its debt. The reserve currency of the world is about to default on its debt. We will all be affected. And so you know what? We have to take it back. We have to say, no, we're rejecting the money system.
Literally.
It only has much power as we give it. If we start trading, if we start saying, oh, you have those 2 pineapples, what if I gave you a little shoulder rub?
Exactly.
Oh,
scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
You have 2 beautiful little watermelons. Can I help you fix your car? Is your car making a weird sound?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be, oh, I'll give you $20. Oh, I'll give you no.
Boo, cut out the middleman. Cut out the middleman.
Just get a skill. Get a skill and be able to market that and say, you know what? I can do this for people and this is what I want.
Exactly.
I think it's the only way we can find our way back.
I think so too. What are you going to start doing? I'm going to write people little poems.
That's another thing. Well, my mom is like legitimately being like, you should give people. My mom so badly wants me to send my piece I wrote 2 weeks ago for the newsletter about like change and stuff, Miss Yellow Flowers. She wants me to send that to like everybody I know who like graduated. She's like, Quinn, you should send that to everybody you know who graduated. Like I'm going to my friend's graduation this week and she's like, you should give him a printed out version of that. And I'm like, that's like so
It would
Me
be
giving
so
somebody
funny.
a printed version of my own work, being like, I think you should have this.
This will really help you.
Will really help you. But yeah, maybe I could be like a little jester. I could be like a jester. I could do like a little joke.
Perfect.
Oh my god, I didn't even bring up Below Deck season 3. Sailing yacht.
Say it now.
I don't know. I have so many thoughts. We might have to convene after the pod.
Okay.
But do you know when they were doing the talent show and Glenn was like Glenn did the joke and he was like, well, I went to the doctor with my wife and he said I could uh what is it? Touch myself anytime I wanted to. And then he was like, oh, and then my wife said, no, he didn't say that. He actually said you could have a stroke at any moment.
Glenn.
I love Glenn Shepherd. I love that man.
That is hilarious.
I love that man. I'm gonna get Becca and I I'm gonna get Becca and I a trip on Parsifal 3 by saying that we'll talk about them on our podcast. And that's gonna be the trade. And Becca and I are actually trading at a bit of a loss actually on that one, but we just want to have the experience so bad.
Dude. I want that to be real.
It can be.
It can be.
No,
It
we
can
will
be.
stay
It can
on
be.
Parsifal
It will
3.
be. We will.
We're gonna be the first people to be on all 4 relevant Below Deck franchises.
Oh my god, that's so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
That's so exciting.
And
Can't believe it.
Down Under is gonna be our last one because we're gonna have a fall from grace where we like harass Jason and people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, that actually is not okay what they did.
I know. We're gonna cross so many lines.
We're gonna cross so many lines. We're gonna be like drooling like openly, and they're gonna like,
ooh, yeah.
poor
No,
Deccan is gonna have to follow us
out.
around with a chamois, being like,
get
her, get her, get her.
Get her. She got the boat all wet.
But yeah, I can edit people's podcasts in the barter economy.
Oh yeah, you can.
I can get them wine, maybe. Guys, just start thinking of the things that you have to offer, and if you don't have enough to offer, figure it out.
Gain something.
Currency isn't forever, but skills are.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think I'm back in voice lessons? I know I'm gonna have to use my voice soon to get me some things.
La da dee da dee.
Literally.
Exactly.
Well, that's a pretty good list. It's a pretty good list of everything coming in for not the fall, the summer, actually.
Whoa, come on.
Whoa. But now we have to talk about something that's probably even more important because
yes,
we love negativity in our society and we thrive off of it, even though Becca and I aren't like y'all. But now we're going to talk about our out list. So these are things we just see as crusty and we don't really need anymore. And we're shedding them as we go into summer, which is time for shedding. What all the leaves do, but they shed it off the trees and now they're growing new leaves.
Exactly.
And so Becker, what's the first thing on your out list?
Thanks for asking. This kind of is perpendicular to bartering, but I think my first out is not lending people your books when you're done with them, once you've read them, unless it's like a super important book. But right, if I like this is just any old book to me and I read it already, I'm trying to find out who's trying to read this book next.
Literally,
I'm trying to offer it to people on the street. I'm trying to say, ma'am, have you ever read a book? Yeah,
ma'am, have you
ever read a book?
That was me trying to get people to read my newsletter, and I was like, when was the last time you read something? As one of the little captions.
When was the last time?
I know for some people who saw it, it was a long time. Yeah, that I was literally just, that's so weird you say that because I was talking to my friend today and they were like, oh, my friend gave me this book. Can I tell you it was Corey? I'll reveal that it was Corey.
Okay.
And he said, yeah, I'm reading this book. It's called Where the Crawdads Sing. Have you heard of it?
Corey, what's up with your friends and like not knowing anything?
And he was like, I was like, Corey, what do you mean have I heard of it? Like it was like the biggest book of last summer. And he's like, see, everybody else has said that to me too. And I didn't hear about it at all.
He continued to ask.
And I was like, yeah. And then Delia Owens, the author, was involved in like a murder trial. And he was like, yeah, everybody knows that too. Like, how did I miss all of this? And I was like, I truly don't know. I was with you the entire summer last summer.
Must have talked about it at some point.
We lived so close to
It's
each
funny.
other.
My stepdad, there's like a huge Bible in his room, and I was like, "Are you reading the Bible right now?" And he was like, "No, some guy was giving them out at the gym, and he said he used to be an athlete, so I took one." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, stepdad.
Yes. And that man had bartered his previous associations with the public to publicly associate this book to the gym association. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Cowabunga. All right. Quinn, I'm dating new. What's your first out? Like, what are you saying? Like, no.
Those phone cases, and Becca came on with a new phone case.
Uh-huh. Mine's
Which
cute.
complete in because it's cunty cowgirl, and that's an in, as we
Exactly.
just determined.
Mm-hmm.
But a phone case that is going out is those fucking clear cases with the magnets on the back of them, like the white magnets.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Really? You don't know them?
Wait,
They're
clear
like
phone
just
case?
clear. Yeah, they're just clear phone cases, and they have like a circular, like white magnet on the back. They're for like so you can like put your phone up while you're like driving and stuff.
Oh, like with a pop socket on it? Oh, I see. I see. Who
Mm-hmm.
actually has one of those?
I
Do you
know
know
so many people who
people?
have them.
What the hell? Why?
I don't know, guys, but we
It's
need to
so
stop it.
boring.
We need to stop it. No, because like I could get the clear case because like I did have like a clear case era, and I think it's like fun if you want to have like a little clear case, but then you put that big fucking ugly thing right in the middle of it.
Yeah, it doesn't
And then
even.
everybody in the world decided they needed to have one, and it's just like the contrarian in me that needs to be like, I hate this.
Yeah.
Me,
Boo.
meanwhile, have like the most boring like black case, but I don't know, it's kind of chic. Like I'm in my
Yeah,
chic
sleek
era.
era.
Like
Sleek era for
and it's
sure.
because I can't find the MILF case again, and my like fun phone case kind of was like peeling.
Oh,
So
gotcha. You had to make
we
some
had to,
sacrifices and
yeah.
decisions.
And guys, what have we
And I get
learned throughout
that.
this podcast? I don't got fucking money. I don't got new phone case
No.
money. I was thinking about going to Five Below the other day before my day got ruined, which I'll talk about later. Because I do want to find Becca's Five Below Stanley that she told me about.
Yes, my coworker got one too.
Yeah, I do want the Five Below Stanley so bad.
And I
And I
got
was
my
like,
phone case at Five Below.
oh, see, I was like, oh, maybe I could find like a fun phone case of Five Below.
She's waiting for you.
Especially because this one's silicone, and so it's like hard to take in and out of my pockets. But anyway.
Oh.
Anyway. All this to
Yeah.
say, if you got the Williams clear magnetic cases, if you're listening to this in your car, I would implore you to take your phone out of the case, throw it out the window. You don't need it anymore.
Yes.
Release that which you don't need. Release your wiggle. But
Exactly.
Becca, what is your second out for this season?
Okay, this is gonna be something. It's brave of me to say, but guys, summertime, already being dehydrated and stuff like that from the sun, like something we just can't take anymore, is gonna be gin. I have sourced it as the ultimate worst hangovers, like are due to consuming excessive amounts of gin. My solution to this is substituting for tequila, or even vodka. But my dad told me one time that gin is the worst alcohol for you. And somehow I think he's right.
I believe that.
I
Can I
believed
also
him.
tell you who's been on this wave for a really long time?
You.
No.
Christine.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
She hates gin. She doesn't hate gin. It just makes her mad. She's always like, I can't drink gin. I get too angry.
Oh, she gets angry on the gin.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's probably because she's fucking dehydrated.
Yeah, probably.
A really
And
easy
she
way to
knows
make
she's gonna
yourself
feel sick.
angry. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like, yeah. We just can't be doing that with our summer
like
go outs.
I've never in my life gone out and been like, oh, I'm drinking gin tonight.
Gin and tonics, like it can be a really cute moment, but it really gets you the next day
But you
for
can
whatever
also do
reason.
like vodka tonics, or
Yeah, it's true.
I'm sure if you ask the barkeep for a tequila tonic, they would do that too.
No, but gin and tonics are really good. Like they're so good. and the flavor of gin is good when it's mixed with other things, but
The
it's not worth
hangover,
it
we
at this
can't do
point.
it. No,
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So, guys, stay safe with their alcohol consumption.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn, wines are definitely a good option for summer, so you would
I
know.
know.
Yeah.
I drank so much wine in the past couple weeks, guys. It's crazy.
So exciting. I love wine.
I just be getting it for free now.
It's lovely. All right, but Quinn,
Mm-hmm.
what is your next out, please?
Wow, and I think this one's gonna be controversial a little bit too.
Okay.
Um, but I just have to say it. Talking about your inner child. Out. Fuck them kids. Extends to your
Fuck
inner
them kids
child.
and fuck you too.
Fuck them kids and fuck you too, is what I have to say about your inner child.
Is it people
Um,
talking about it mostly that's annoying, or the actual idea of the inner child?
no, like if you want to nurture your inner child, amazing. Just don't
Yeah,
like you don't have to talk about it. It doesn't
all
have
the
to be your
time.
whole personality. Like being like,
Right.
oh, I need to feed my inner child. Like, no. You're 26. Sorry.
Get a
Sorry.
job.
Get a job. Yeah,
How about
playtime
that?
playtime is feeding
Playtime.
your inner child. No, getting a job is gonna feed your actual child you're gonna have in a couple of years because you're irresponsible. Like,
Such a good point.
no, even worse when people are like, oh yeah, I have to reparent myself. No, 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 that's not how that works, actually.
No, no, you can just relearn some lessons.
Yeah, like don't
It's
like
not the
re what was
same.
that TikTok where the woman was like sobbing and like holding herself and she's like, this is actually a crucial part of my reparenting process.
Oh my God, guys. Like we think we're at the point where we have overthought things way too much.
Literally, and
Like I can't.
that's what the drag race thing going back to like people's bodies and stuff was trying to say. It's like and then somebody circulated a screenshot of like I like watching drag race because of the loud colors and big noises and stuff. Like
Yeah, disassociating just watching yeah, exactly.
no
And
guys,
that's
there's just
okay.
like there's a we go back to this every fucking week, it feels like, but time and place.
Time and
There's a
place.
time and place for thinking critically, and there's a time and place for just having fun. Don't talk
Time
about your inner
and
child if
time
we're
and
at the
place.
club. Children
Literally.
are allowed in the club, actually, and there's a good reason for
Yeah, oh my God.
that.
I can't go to the club because my inner child is not 21 yet.
And maybe if
Is
you're talking like that, you should just stay home.
literally go to bed.
Go to bed, girl.
Go to
If
bed,
your inner
girl.
child is so tired, you don't need a lot of fucking sleep, kids. Anyway.
Yeah, it's past your bedtime, babe. Yeah.
When
No,
does the
I'm
inner
on
child
board with
grow up?
this.
When does the inner child meet the outer human and say, okay, we're the same person now?
Yeah, we're a functioning adult.
Anyway. So I think it's out for me.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm right there with you.
Becca, though, what is your next out, would you say?
Okay, this is just something that I've been honestly confronted with a lot lately. And
Mm-hmm.
the reason I don't like them is because they do give me a bit of a jump scare and I'm like, oh God, what is that? And that is any sort of flesh toned shorts or leggings, like specifically athletic wear, where when you first look, you're like, that person's naked.
The emperor has no clothes.
Yeah, where are all the clothes? Like, come on.
Why is your pussy and your dick out, but I can't see it?
In the Ulta Beauty. Exactly. It's all or nothing, babe. Um, but it's just like I don't understand. It just doesn't, it never looks good, like completely nude, like things that wash you out like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm not with you, actually. I can't be on your side.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna wear a pant, it should be a fun color that's not the color of your skin.
Yeah, at least enough of a contrast, because then we're getting into like the uncanny valley where it's like, okay, well,
Right.
what are we doing here?
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, so I just think it's a skip for me.
Not the... Ma'am, where is your where are your pants, ma'am? Where is the skirt, ma'am?
Ma'am. I said
You
to her, I
walking
said,
around like Pooh
ma'am.
Bear.
Pooh Bear. Exactly. Only a red top. That's it. That's it. Um, yeah. Time and place. Time and place,
Time and place.
guys.
Time and
Time and
place.
place. Yeah. But Quinn,
Mm.
what is your next out for summer?
Well, this one I'm not even quite sure if I even agree with at this point, but I kind of wrote it
Okay.
down like a month ago and I was like, okay. But I think they are still out for me, and I think I am trying to be a little bit get away from them a little bit, but I'm not in the place where I'm like judging people for using them. But I just think that for me,
Mm-hmm.
vocal fillers are kind of out.
What even is that?
Like when you say
Oh, girl, I
I
wish I could out
know.
these of my life.
I know, and I've been like trying because it probably came out from watching this podcast back, but it's just when I hear myself say, I just subject myself to listening to myself speak for literally 2 hours every
Hours a
week,
week.
like
Yeah.
of just recording, and then like between editing and stuff, it's like 4 or 5 hours of like every week just listening to my own voice. Of course, interluded by Becca's lovely voice, but then my own voice. And it's just I was just at this point where I was like, oh my God, I say these things so much. And it's just, I've been thinking about ways in which I can live my life a little bit more intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
And vocal fillers are just kind of like, a less intentional way to speak. And I am kind of like into the idea of like maybe an in should have been like pregnant pause instead of like a vocal filler being out, but like just like being
Mm,
like, if you had to gather yourself a little bit, just if I'm saying something and I'm saying something and I have this thought, but then you just like continue going into it. Like if you just took like a little
exactly.
bit of a pause, like that's drama. That's cunt a little bit. Like
Right, because you had to thunk. It was a beat.
you said,
One of our
oh,
professors always said, while presenting in class, you can't say like or I like you can pause whenever you want, but don't say like or Do you know who?
one of our professors?
Can I say it? Are you gonna cut it out?
Sure, yeah.
It was
Oh, really?
yes. Whenever we had in presentation, she was like, no like or and if you have a question, it won't start with but you can pause and say something intentional. And she always does that. Because she starts to stammer and then she goes, what I want you to do. That's
One of
how
the
she
most thoughtful
lives.
people I know. Great advice. Um, no, and I honestly like don't judge people for using them because literally vocal fillers are a thing in every culture. Like vocal fillers are a thing in every language. Every language has
Yeah,
their version of them. It's not just because we're dumb Americans. And it's really just because we have these huge bulbous brains. They're thinking so much and firing off, and our
best.
little mouths just can't keep up with them.
Exactly. I'm obsessed with the French vocal filler. Ba. Bring that
It's just
back.
say bah.
They go
The
ba.
French are so unserious as a people. Like
Literally. Ba ba ba.
they made that up to fuck with
Ba.
everyone else. They came together at the French convention and they said, hey,
Hey, we are really it it's
we
like
are
what
going
I'm
to
trying to do with
pull people's
cowabunga.
legs. Like
Pull the legs of
we are
others.
going to pull the legs.
The legs.
So yeah, guys, vocal fillers, just think about it. Just give it a think. Just have a think on it.
Yeah, nothing drastic.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, and Becca, we are already at your final out for this season.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
I'm acting shocked.
I'm acting shocked.
And it's genuine.
But I will deliver it onto you.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, I'm just trying to look out for everyone when I say this. And I really have realized that a lot of my things have been about staying hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
Something we're not going to do this summer is just any high intensity workout.
Yeah.
We're just going to keep that low intensity. We're going to go on our walks. We're going to go on our swims, maybe. Some nice bike rides. What we're not going to do is do a million jumping jacks and a million freaking sumo squats out in the street while yelling.
You said hit is out.
Hit? No, not doing it.
You can lift your
Not
little
doing it.
weights. You can, do whatever. Don't be doing too much weights because then you're like screaming and yipping and hollering
Exactly, and
in the
shaking.
gym.
Yeah, it's too much.
And you're like you're just destroying your joints while you're doing this, and for what
Exactly.
actually?
No, longevity of your body, like it's so important. So,
That's why low intensity stuff is really good.
exactly.
You can just do it, and then your body doesn't hurt afterwards.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, word,
Can
cool.
nurture yourself.
No,
Yeah,
like a
that's a good
summertime
one.
walk. Nothing like it.
Nothing like
Yeah.
it. I mean, you take a wine walk, but okay, prime wine walk
Gotta.
time is like minimum hour, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm in for the night actually.
No, so true. Well, if you start at 6, doesn't Jeopardy start at 7?
Yeah.
Hour walk. That would be
But
perfect.
sometimes I still have my little tasks for the day by 6, but I just need to make time. Just need to be intentional.
Something and it
Especially I
doesn't
get
have to happen all
so
right now.
guys, I get so much wine is the thing.
Right. So you're like so supplied for a wine
Literally.
walk.
I'm
It's
stalked.
crazy. Stalked up.
I'm acting stalked. Um,
Exactly.
but yeah,
All
guys,
right.
don't be doing anything too much.
No, no too
Again, that's
strenuous.
why I started the episode being like, oh, let me get that for you, King. Like if
Right. Yeah. If a short person,
be
like,
baby about
yeah,
things.
be
Don't expend your
so
energy.
baby.
You don't
No,
expend your energy
literally.
if you don't have to.
Like, don't even walk if it's too much for you. Crawl. Go back. Okay. Not no inner child, outer child.
Yes, our tummy
I mean,
time.
yes,
If you want to be a child so bad, start acting like a goo goo gaga baby.
literally. Goo goo gaga, ba 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 ba.
Ba, ba,
A
ba, ba,
French
ba, ba,
baby.
ba.
Oh my God.
Go back to the babble
Um,
phase.
literally, your outer child would be so healed.
Oh my gosh.
Um, yeah. So thank you for that. And Quinn, what is our last out of the freaking season?
Well, Becky, you already kind of alluded to it, but what's going out for me is Slay by itself.
Nice. That also
So
needs
like,
to happen.
so just saying like Slay, like no,
Yeah,
no, we're
no.
past that. Now, if you said like, oh, this has 37 slays per minute, like that's funny.
Yeah,
If you said,
creative,
oh, she's trying to
inventive.
break the slayometer, that's funny.
Yeah.
Like we just need to get creative because now Slay has become like Slay honestly has had such an interesting travel for like a word
I know.
because honestly, Beck and I are old enough. We're old enough, right, to like understand the beginning of Slay, like where it came from originally, and
Hmm.
then when it like went out of style. Like I think Formation, Beyonce was the last thing where like it felt cool to say Slay.
Yeah.
And then it went away for a really long time. And even when Formation came out, it was kind of like, okay, Beyonce's saying slay, but it's not like,
Not hitting like it
yeah,
used
it's not hitting like it
to.
used to. So
Yeah.
everybody just kind of was like, okay. But then it had such a renaissance. It was kind of crazy. And now straight men are saying slay. Straight men are saying,
Literally.
oh, that's cunt. Like we have to start protecting things.
I know. Some things have to be just for us,
It's like how we
guys.
lost T. Like now everybody says like, what's the T? Like a straight man will come up to you and say, what's the T? And I'm like, so what do you
I'm
know about that
shocked.
actually?
Yeah. Is the tea in the room with us now?
Impeccable timing, truly. So yeah, if you're breaking the slayometer, if you are taking slay to places where slay has never been before, but if you're just saying like slay to something,
Yeah, no worry.
we gotta get a little creative. It's summer creativity. It's Gemini
Maybe
season.
switch it out, guys, with cowabunga.
Yeah, Cowabunga.
So
We've given you the
easy.
tools. We've given you the tools actually on this podcast.
Yeah.
And so
1, 2, 3, strike.
what you decide to do with them is not
Your problem.
yes, your problem. Becca and I can't. You are metaphorical horses. We can lead to the stream, but we can't make you guys drink.
Mm-mm. I have tried
Can't.
before.
I've tried before. I've tried to, but you don't listen.
You don't fucking listen.
Some of you do. Some of you do.
Yeah, the
but
few 4 of you do.
oh my gosh. Oh wow. Great to get that off my chest.
Yes. You were brave for that, and I do thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I am trying to how do I say this in a nice way? Eradicate from my vocabulary.
Eradicate. Yeah, no. But I think we said a lot of important things today.
We did. We
I think we
changed
put the
lives,
culture in a better direction than we found it in.
Certainly so.
That's all you can really hope for out of something like this. But
all from the Lava Springs Resort.
yes,
Wow.
yeah. And guys, we are so happy to be podcasting from Lava Springs Resort today. I actually have
beautiful.
Troy Bolton. He's a sales associate here, actually.
Yeah.
And he wants to make sure that you can have the vacation of your dreams here. And so he's actually going to be waiting after the recording, and you guys can talk to him about your kind of timeshare options.
It's like a
And all
Q&A
that.
sesh, basically.
Yeah, of course. And he wants to know how he can get you involved.
Right, of course.
Mm-hmm.
When you do check into the hotel, they do make you sign something in blood, and you're not allowed to read it.
Yeah, no. But that's part of the fun. It's like, oh.
Exactly. And I think that would stand with the timeshare. Probably something there. But you know, it's good fun. It's good fun. I can't complain.
Life's so fun is the thing.
Oh God, my mini skirt's on.
God. Pussy out.
Jesus Christ.
But Becca and I are going to throw now to a small, tiny little break, and we will be right the fuck back to talk to you all.
It's true.
Guys, I'm scared. Oh,
Hi.
Someone
Hi.
died at the resort.
Hello. Oh, we're back.
Wait, that'd be a really good idea for a show. You're on vacation, someone died at the resort.
Oh my God. I hope there's 2 seasons at least.
And a third.
Yeah. Coming.
Okay,
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, interesting.
Well, guys, we are back. So it's time for our weekly segments. And first of all, we've got a comment corner. Now we did have to go to the TikTok for this. That is a sign to us that you guys are not emailing in enough. So what we have to do now is actually put you on probation, all of you.
Literally.
It's unfortunate. It came to that, but we have no choice. Again, contractually obligated, that is.
You're
so
on probation
for 1
like
week,
some other icons of the MPJ community.
Yes. Me being one of them. So yeah, for the next week, you guys are not allowed to not email us. That's what probation is. You have to email us actually every day to pay reparations.
Yeah.
To the pod. So we wish you luck, and we look forward to hearing from you all 4 of you. So hurry back. But our comment corner is from TikTok. It is a good one.
This is also something we couldn't pass up, and
no,
even
exactly,
if there was an email,
this had to come first.
Yes.
So Sam says, and this was on our Girls in the Room. Going to the president of Disney, and we're recreating the experiment. That's what that was about.
Yeah.
And so Sam so bravely said on that, "Stop, OMFG. I'm sorry, I forgot about you guys." What is my line reading not good?
No, guys, it's just I'm still thinking about the first time I read it. Like I was transported back. Honestly, because
it's shocking. Becca to be forgotten.
Becca and I have said so many times on this podcast, we will never be humble.
Yeah.
We will never be humble.
We will never.
However, if we were to ever be humble, that is the kind of thing that could humble us. Like that's crazy that he said that, or that they said that. Like
I mean
that's crazy that they said that. Like just yeah, I forgot about you guys.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing to even be like, we were being remembered at first, and then we were forgotten, and now we're remembered again.
Yeah.
But it is shocking.
I'm acting shocked.
I'm acting shocked. Sam, I can only blame your algorithms.
Or you directly. You should be seeking us out.
Sam, you're right. Sam, Quinn is right, more so.
Yeah.
Thank you. Props. The best prop you can have. Your good old fingies.
Finger gun.
Finger guns. This boy right here. Yeah, so Sam, welcome back. It's so exciting to have you back. We hope that you don't forget any longer. And sometimes
Jesus,
guys,
remember me when I come into my kingdom.
Totally. And you know, sometimes you have to go into the following tab. Like, it's just true.
Yeah, it's just true.
Sometimes when I'm like, ooh, my For You page is like really disgusting right now. Let me go to the people I actually chose
Let me
to
see my
follow and
girls.
like.
Let me see my
Yeah.
girls. Let me check in.
And there's always some girls doing crafts, and I'm like, oh, I'm obsessed. I love these people. Or some Get It Ready With Me's,
It's that lady with her
Y2K.
whiteboard saying hello. A lot of you have
Hello,
said
no.
Rashonda.
Right, right.
And to that I say thank you.
Thank
It's really very simple. Let's check the board. I talk when people have little catchphrases, I talk along with them, their catchphrases. Every time I do a yoga with Adrienne, whenever she says, "Hi, I'm Adrienne, this is Benji," I say that with her every time.
That's so cute.
I have to.
You're so cute. You're
Literally.
so cute.
I'm
Yeah.
so cute.
Well, guys, basically keep leaving comments. We'd
Mm-hmm.
love to hear from you.
Uh-huh.
And yeah,
Uh-huh.
Sam, we're glad you're back. So
Yeah.
yeah. But we must move on to our other weekly segment. So of course we are starting with jump scare of the week. So this is anything Quinn or I found particularly just not so great. Guys, what does that smell? It's not like rancid, but it's not pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Something kind of like that. And
Yeah.
Quinn, what was that for you this week?
I hate to report this actually,
No.
but my car failed inspection again, guys.
No, Berta. What's her name? Gretchen?
Better. It's exactly
Berta. Okay,
right.
nice. Nice, nice.
Um, sh she failed again. Again, she flopped. She flopped
Because she's so
again.
old.
Even though, no, even though I got her taillights fixed,
Okay.
and by me, I mean my mom, because I'm baby and I don't know how to do that.
No, of course, yeah. I wouldn't ask you to.
Um, and I was like, okay, this was the only thing they told me was wrong. I can take her in and I'll just sail through inspection this time. I go yesterday. Literally, the guy asked me to get out of my car immediately. He says, I can't pass you. Your check engine light's on.
That's such a dumb
And
reason.
my check engine light has been on, guys, for literally like almost 2 years at this point. And it's not because of any engine issue. It's because one time my door, because she's old as fuck, my car door, like literally wouldn't open. Like I jammed my car door because it
Oh.
like wasn't like I couldn't get the key into it. And like I had to end up having like the handle replaced or something. But but my car was just in the Giant Eagle parking lot. And so I was like, oh my God, I need somebody to come help me. And so AAA came and then they opened my car. But because I forget why it happened, but like something like the anti-theft wouldn't like stop going off. Like my car was
Oh.
in like anti-theft mode, basically.
Gotcha.
Even though it fully let me like drive it, which was kind of crazy. But
Okay.
it wouldn't stop beeping. Like it wouldn't stop beeping and it would be loud as fuck.
The alarm, yeah.
And so Bessie from AAA, who actually turns out to be worsty because my check engine light is still on all these years later, takes
Ugh.
my fucking horn thing out of my engine.
The
Like in my,
horn?
yes, in my engine, the horn is just a little chip.
What?
Like it's literally
Wait.
like you take a chip out of your engine and the horn doesn't work anymore in my car.
Oh. I'm shocked.
Yeah, I'm acting shocked.
I'm
And he
acting
took
shocked.
that out, and so the horn wouldn't go off. Like the car was still like blinking and stuff. Like you could tell she wanted to scream, but her head was
Right. She had to.
underwater.
Oh my God, no. Fate worse than the death.
Literally. And so anyway, so I ended up taking it to the Honda dealership to get the handle fixed. And I was like, oh, they'll put this back in. Then they didn't put it back in. And so I had to put it back in myself. And like my horn works, but my check engine light never went off.
So it's just something.
But I
Something's
knew it
just
wasn't a problem
jammed
with the engine.
there.
And I tried to explain this to the person, to the attendant, as if he cared.
Right.
And he
And
was
he
like,
was.
yeah, no, can't pass you still. And I
I
was like,
do
well,
too.
how was I?
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm mad. I'm mad. And so I'm like, how was I supposed to know this? And he's like, it says it right on the paper. And I go, well, it's not my job to read the paper.
You said that?
Yes. I was literally like, well, I don't do this for a living. I don't know how to read the paper. Like,
I don't know about this
he
paper.
was like, I was like, all I was told about was the taillights. And he was like, well, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my God.
Ugh,
Boo. So wait, what happens now?
I have to get it fixed somehow. I have to get the check engine light to go off.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
It's
guys.
terrible. It's
I
terrible, Your
know. I
Honor.
know. I only have like 2 weeks before my temporary tags expire.
Jeez, a
I don't know what
whiz.
happens after that. Like, do I get in trouble if I show back up at the DMV being like 5 hours after my shift? Like,
12 hours.
it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's your guys' fault actually, because you didn't tell me. No, but
Yeah.
honestly, if the DMV tries to do anything about my expired tag, I'll be like, guys, this is your fault actually, and I'll explain to you why.
Yeah. Here's
I'll walk you through every reason.
get out your whiteboard.
Because
Some props even.
what do I say on this podcast except for nothing that's ever happened to me is my fault?
Exactly.
And this is just joining that legacy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll
No.
be okay. But it
Okay.
did ruin my day yesterday. I do have to report, unfortunately.
No. That's so boo.
I know. I was gonna go to Five Below, try to get the Stanley. I was gonna get a shirt for work because I only have one shirt I can wear to work.
Nor.
And so I was gonna get another one, but then I was like, you know what? I don't feel like doing anything.
I'm so pissed off.
Especially because I drove 30 fucking minutes to a DMV that would be less crowded than one of the other ones. And like, so I wasted like a fucking hour of my life just on nothing. Anyway.
Yeah. Boo.
It was the
Guys,
worst. Anyway,
cars are so annoying.
literally, I almost put those on my out list. I should have followed through with it. Well, there's
Literally,
always the next
okay.
season.
There's always fall. Always.
But anyway, Becca, what was absolutely terrifying you, making you curl your toes? Not in the good way.
Oh my God. Yeah. So, okay. I have been so sunscreen is so important to me, actually.
Mhm.
I know that you're kind of laissez-faire with it, but I'm very regimented on my sunscreen. And sometimes I'm like, okay, I need a touch up, but I have makeup on. So I got this sunscreen spray at work that you're supposed to put over top your makeup for a little
Mhm.
like touch up on the go. So I was like, let me test this out. So I went on a walk the other day and I already had makeup on. So then I sprayed the sunscreen spray on me and I was like, perfect. It's kind of acting like a setting spray. Like nothing's budging right now. It's so great. We'll
Mhm.
see how it lasts. So I go on my walk and I'm like,
Mhm.
dang, this is good. I don't feel any like, sweat or movement on my face really. I
Mhm.
get home. Yeah, everything stayed in place. You know what also stayed in place? The gnats that I hit on my walk. Probably 15 to 20. I know. I was like, what is going
You're
on?
joking.
No,
You were
like,
joking. There were 15 to 20 gnats on your face.
because, okay, guys, I
There were
walk kind of
30 to 50 feral
fast
hogs in your front yard.
in my front yard. What was I supposed to do when my children were playing?
Oh my
No, no, but it was actually terrifying, and it was the first time in a while where I like literally had to look at myself in the mirror, and I was like, I'm a monster. Like, like
So
this is
what
what a
if I'm the monster?
monster. All along. That was so me. I was so Gabby Hanna in this moment because I was like just
This
so
moment.
terrified in this moment. Like, oh my God, I felt like a I don't even know, like an evil person who would just
Evil
walk through a
woman.
bunch of
She's an evil woman. She's an
she kills gnats.
evil woman.
She kills gnats. It's true.
Ugh.
Yeah, but it was like gross. But I was like, dang, that sunscreen really does work. Nothing budged.
She ate.
She gave.
Have you ever tried mineral
ate.
sunscreen? The little
Yeah.
brush?
With a brush?
Yeah. Like the little,
Oh, like physically the
yeah.
mineral. Oh,
Mhm.
no.
I tried one, but it made my face burn.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Like made my face hot.
I have mineral sunscreens, but they're still in like a gel or, lotion-y texture.
No, this one girl who I met in Istanbul who's a medical esthetician, she like swears by mineral sunscreen. I ordered one. I didn't order like a great one. I ordered one off Amazon, but then
Okay.
I started using it and I was like, oh, this like hurts.
Saying all that. Yeah.
Anyway,
I know not to use chemical sunscreen, that's for sure. But
that
yeah.
for sure.
That's for sure. But yeah. Well, after all that's been said and all the terrors we've gone through, just like summer, we're gonna look at the bright side and the happiness and the greatness. And so that is, of course, our manic pixie moment of the week. So Quinn, what was making you feel so cowabunga this week?
Well, I released my newsletter this week, and guys, my newsletter was really long this week. I do have to say, Substack rated as a 15-minute read.
Big one.
And it was like over 3,000 words, and like I don't know, it was a big topic. But anyway, so I was having a little tough time, and I was like, oh, I was doing as I do, and I was in like a little cafe writing my little heart out, and I was like, you know what? I wrote something, and then I was like, so this is just like getting off the topic. Like I just wrote. Do you ever write something and you're like, this is not what I'm trying to say at all? Like I'm just like getting off the topic a little bit at this point.
Yeah, we're just doing anything.
Like I liked what I had written, but I'm also like, you're just bird saying anything at this point. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was like, okay, back to the drawing board. I was like, I need some new energy. I was feeling a little lethargic. And so I was like, oh, but there's nowhere to go. It's like 4 p.m. Like, I was like, where am I gonna go? And then I was like, home. And I was like, probably. And then I was like, wait, I have an idea because I've been wanting to go back to this place for a long time, but haven't been able to do so. And where was it? By the library.
The library.
Yeah, the library.
Oh my God.
So I walk in the library. It's only like 5 minutes down from my house, down the road. And who do I see but my high school librarian, who was also my Model UN um, moderator, who also went to Italy with me when I went in high school.
Oh my God, not the Italy trip.
Yeah, my Mike Italy trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was one of my besties, and I was like, oh my God. And so we like hugged, we embraced, and then I was like, oh my God, I saw that you worked here now. And she's like, yeah, I was gonna like write to you to like come in and stuff. So yeah, now she
Aw.
works there. Because she did leave my high school to go work for like Newcastle County, which is the county I live in, libraries.
Gotcha.
And yeah, so now she works at the Hokuston Library, which I live very close to. And she was like, well, are you updated on your library card? And I said, so what if I told you I didn't have a library card? And she gasped.
I'm
And I said, don't act
Like
shocked.
just like I did. Wow. Wow.
I said, don't act shocked. And she said, oh, well, you can apply for one. And I was like, let me do that. And
Sweet.
so, yeah, I'm a proud library card holder now. Yeah,
Oh my God,
yeah,
lovely.
yeah.
What advantages does this give you?
Can check out a book if I want to.
Whoa.
I checked out our book club book for this month.
They had it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Literally at the library. I didn't even have to put a hold on it or anything.
Oh my God, sweet.
I walked right to the shelf and they had it. And I said, oh.
Well,
I have not started reading it yet. I should get on that.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably coming up.
Maybe.
But yeah, guys, it was so cunty. It's so cunty to have a library card. And it was honestly
Seriously.
like so fun because it was like I bought something that's actually completely for free.
Oh my God, yeah. And then yes. That's so in for the summer. It like oh my God, because
I got
it's
like the
out
little
to not give your books back. So
yeah, literally, I got like the little serotonin rush like for like feeling like I had bought something, but I was like, oh, I didn't actually spend any money.
It's the perfect situation.
Literally. And then I like put a book on hold. I was like, let me order this to my library.
Whoa.
No, and I went back today because I was like, oh, I had like a weird amount of time with like my voice lesson and like I had to pick my mom up from the airport. And so I had like a weird amount of time. And so I was like, let me get over there. And so catch me at the damn library, y'all.
Hell yeah.
What I have to
Hell
say.
yeah. I love that.
But Becca, I'd love to know what your manic pixie moment is for this week.
Well, thanks for asking. So I've encountered this phenomenon before. It's kind of like, okay, and the last time it happened, like in a big way, was again before and marking the other best summer of my life. So, I feel like we're onto something here. I really feel like I'm set up well. Much like a witch gets a tarot card deck given to her, I must have been born to be a stoner. Because I don't know what it is about me, but people are just always giving me paraphernalia. Listen to this. This girl at work just literally goes, and I won't say who, just goes, Becca, you like smoking, right? And I was like, yeah, from like time to time. And she was like, okay, I have like a bong and a lot of the substance that I don't want anymore because my parents don't want it at my house. And I was like, okay, and you're just going to give it to me for free? And she was like, yeah, and you can just like buy me coffee. And I was like, so hell yeah.
And what do we see here but the
But the
barter
barter
economy at work?
Exactly. And oh my God, I really struck a deal, didn't I?
You said,
Oh
girl,
my
I'll get
dear
you the
God.
large. Give it a large.
It's a Venti, baby. It's a Venti.
Trenza even. Can you put that in a
Trenza.
Trenza?
Go crazy. Give a Trenta. Hey.
Give her the Trenza.
Give her the Trenza.
That's for
yeah,
my
so
bride.
That's for my bride. Dookie soup.
Dookie soup. Ah.
Oh, my kid's messing with me.
Give it a
That's
large.
for my give it a large. That's for my bride.
My bride. I love that man. Becca
so
disappeared. You disappeared for a second in the Blue Lagoon.
The Blue Lagoon. Went for a swim. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just the luckiest girl alive, I think.
Literally.
Yeah. I also got 2 credit cards. I signed up for 2 more credit cards this week. Because
That's a crazy thing to throw in there. Right before we end. You said right before we end, I do have to talk about this real quick.
I saved so much money. Like, it's crazy, actually.
So I got crazy amounts of money.
Because they give you that first time discount. And it's like, okay, if I'm shopping at this place, like, I'm gonna be using this. So it's crazy.
My mom, you know who's also the queen of that? My mom.
Yeah, I'm sure.
She just tried to apply me for so many credit cards.
Apply you?
Yes.
That's
One time we were
funny.
buying furniture for my apartment and she tried to apply me for a credit card to get like a thing off, and I got
And it didn't go
denied
through?
on the spot.
Yeah.
Immediate denial. And I'm happy about that.
It happens sometimes, but
But anyway. Oh,
guys.
well, here we are. End of another show. End of an era, really, at the Lava Springs Country Club. Oh my God, but this is our last episode being here with you guys before we go into our second year of MPJ.
Yeah. Oh my God. Crazy.
Yeah, because we will have some guests next week, but we won't have them. We're sending them in.
Yeah. They're being flown in, all expenses paid.
Flew out, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
okay.
So before we go away, Becca, where can the people find you if they are so inclined?
Oh my God. Well, they can definitely follow me on Instagram at Becca Hobart, Bex Gloss, Twitter and Spotify, and Where Y'all Going During World War III on TikTok. They can also find me rude bootin' tootin' scootin' around town.
Yeah.
All summer long, babes. And Quinn, where can the people keep up with you individually if they are so inclined?
You can follow me at Quinn P. Murphy on both Instagram and TikTok, and you can follow me at Quinn P. Murphy _ on Twitter. You can also read my newsletter over Intellectuals Anonymous at quinnpmurphy.substack.com. And you can find me drinking Chardonnay. Yeah. Enough said. And Becca, where can people find the shoe? They're so inclined and want to celebrate our first anniversary with us coming up so soon.
Yes, 1 year. They can follow at Manic Pixie Jumpscare on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, where we post the podcast at length video form, so you can see us at the Lava Springs Resort. And guys, always email in at manicpixiejumpscare@gmail.com. Just anything you want us to hear, anything you don't want us to hear. We are good secret keepers if you need. Yeah.
A secret.
Can you keep it? Swear this one you'll save.
We're Quinn. And
we're
Becca.
Becca.
And
thank you
for listening.
Shh, it's for my bride.
Give her the large. And the one dookie soup. Manic Pixie Jumpscare is hosted by Quinn Murphy
and Becca Hobart. Executive produced by Quinn Murphy and Becca Hobart.
Sound and video editing by Quinn Murphy.
Social media management and highlights by Becca Hobart.
And our theme song was written by Quinn Murphy, Becca Hobart, and Nandita Mahesh.